So we can say ultimately we need our analytics portfolio to ask and be able to produce answers to the questions that fit into some of the categories like, first of all, tell me what happened in the past. That means if we have some product, we are talking about the sale of the product, so we want to know that whether if the sale has increased, if we have gained a lot of profit from that particular product. So how, what activities, what strategies did we make to reach to that goal? Or in case if we have lost onto some product, so what can be the reasons for it? So the whole analytics is required to be done. So this is, tell me what happened in the past. We can analyze the past data using our business intelligence analytics portfolio. Secondly, tell me what is happening right now. That means we are talking about the present, how the day-to-day sales are going on nowadays. Presently, if we talk about, then how is our product working? So we want to analyze the data depending upon what is happening right now. Then it is, tell me why something happened or is happening. Analysis of data here not only means that we are talking about what is happening. We want to analyze that why is something happened, and that analysis we can do with the help of our historical data. Depending on our past record, we can analyze that if we are losing onto some product, so what can be the reasons for it, why something has happened, or why is something happening. So why is the another analytic thing that we can do using this analytic portfolio. Then it is, tell me what is likely to happen in the future. That means if we change some strategies, if we make change some plans, so accordingly what will happen in the future, what is likely to happen if suppose we change the price of a product. So analysis is required to make sure or to see that if we increase the price of the product, what will be the outcomes for it. So we want to know that what is likely to happen in the future. Then it is, tell me something interesting and important from all of this data without me asking specific questions. That means we want to know some hidden or some unknown facts about our data. We do not want to raise any questions because there are set pattern of question that we keep on asking and we get the output for it, but we sometimes want to analyze some hidden pattern, some unknown things. So that analysis can also be provided using these business intelligence solution. So we can find out something interesting and something important from the data without asking any question to it. Then it can also be, tell me what likely would have happened if we had done something differently in the past. This is called the data time machine. That means if we have done something in the past, then what would have happened? In that case, also the analysis is required. That means we can assume, we can think that if we have put in more of inventory into a particular storage area, so the reachability of that reaching to the stores would have increased. So this kind of analysis can be done using this business intelligence tools that can tell us that what likely would have happened if we have done something differently in the past. That means we can make some changes onto our data, and depending on the changes, the outcome will be shown to us. So we can analyze that if we have changed some data, that means we had done something differently, then what likely would have happened. So this is the whole analytic portfolio that we want to analyze. So the main four parts of it are, the very first one is the descriptive analytics. When we are trying to find out the right spot on the continuum, we need to do this analysis which is called descriptive analysis. Simply descriptive analysis means what happened. So the baseline and the place that all the organization should start it is the descriptive analytics. This type of analytics it is when an assessment of data, often historical, it is used to answer the fundamental question that what happened. Obviously, we want to know that the simple description of our data. That is the answer to the question that what happened. That is called descriptive analytics. Second one is the diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic analytics means we now want to diagnose the problem, that if this has happened, then why did it happen? So this is called diagnostic analysis. This is the next step in analytics, which is known as diagnostic analytics. It is a form of advanced analytics that examines the data or the content to answer the question like why did it happen. It is characterized by the techniques like drill down, data discovery, data mining and correlation. So there are different techniques that are required to do this kind of diagnostic analytics. In diagnostic analytics, we understand that why did it happen. So how will this be analyzed? Using techniques like drill down, like data discovery, various data mining techniques, various correlations between the data we need to make. So that is what is required to be done when we are doing this diagnostic analysis. So diagnostic analysis will give answer to the question like why did it happen? If we have lost into some product, so definitely we want to analyze the data that why are we losing into this, what happened. The question is the answer would that be that we suffered a loss of this much amount on this product. So this is what happened. Now diagnostic analytics is why did it happen, what are the things, what are the shortcomings that are there because of which this product has not given us the correct profit. So we want to diagnose our problem. So that is called diagnostic analytics. Then we want to do predictive analytics. Predictive analytics means what is likely to happen. We want to predict. That means if we change the price of a product, so what will happen? Will the sale increase or will the sale decrease or will the sale of that product remain the same? So we want to predict our items, our outcomes. Why do we want to predict? If we are in the state of predicting the correct things related to our inventories, related to our products, then obviously it will be possible for us to make some changes. So once an organization it can effectively understand what occurred and why it has happened. So these two analytics we have already done, descriptive analysis and diagnostic analysis. Now it can move up to the next tier in the analytics. So next tier here is the predictive analytics. So predictive analytics, it is another type of advanced analytics that looks to use the data and the information to answer the question what is likely to happen. We want to analyze our data to see that what is likely to happen. So that is called the predictive analytics. After that, we have the next one that is called prescriptive analytics. Prescriptive analytics means what should be done. If we have seen that now we have understood that what is likely to happen. So now to change that, to improve more onto our products, we should know that what should be done. So the final and the most advanced level of analytics is the prescriptive level. Now it will prescribe us with different options to do the things. So prescriptive analytics, it is a method of analytics that analyzes the data to answer the question like what should be done. So these are the basic four form of analytics that we need to do for any business to run properly. First of all, the first one is a descriptive analytics which can tell us what happened. Then we have the diagnostic analytics which will tell us why did it happen. Then we have the predictive analytics which will tell us what is likely to happen. Then we have the last one which is called the prescriptive analytics. That is the final level and that tells us what should be done. So if we have the whole set of historical data, our past records, our past transactions, so that can be fed onto the business intelligence solution using various data sources, and the information related to data will be kept into the data warehouses from where different kind of analytics can be performed on the data to understand all these analytics. So once we have data like this, once we have the correct data, if we are implementing this business intelligence solution onto our business, so it will definitely help us answer a lot of questions. We have the next topic which says general question, which is business intelligence art or science. Now we want to analyze that since we are talking about this business intelligence, whether it is an art or it is in science. So the basic definition of art, it is the product of imagination and creativity, particularly in a physical form, or we can say to utilize our knowledge or skill according to the rules and principle to create something that is called art. So the basic definition of art is that it is a product of imagination and creativity. Definitely, if we are saying that some piece of work, it is our art. That means we have put in our imagination, we have put in our creativity onto it. And when we talk about art, we generally talk about something which is in physical form. Or we can say we have utilized our knowledge or skill according to some rules and principle to create something. So so that is art. Now if we talk about science, what is science? Science is a pursuit and application of knowledge and understanding of the natural and social world following a systematic methodology based on the evidences. So when we talk about science, we are actually talking about applying our knowledge, applying our understanding of the manual and the social world. Following a systematic methodology. In science, when we talk about, we have the proper systematic methodology that we need to follow, and this systematic methodology, it is based on certain evidences. So business intelligence actually, it is an art as well as science, because in business intelligence we utilize our imagination and creativity according to some well defined principles, and we apply a systematic methodology based on the evidences. So when we talk about business intelligence, whether it is a science or an art, so it is actually a combination of both. Since in this business intelligence, if we are trying to build our business intelligence system, so definitely we need to put in our imagination, we need to put in our creativity according to some well defined principle, and we apply a systematic methodology based on the previous evidences. So when we talk about business intelligence, it is a science as well as an art.